got two separate bills we're going to sign into law today on the relocation tax credit, which is a measure that we found some interest. In fact, tomorrow night we'll talk a little bit about this as well. But companies coming in from elsewhere, in particular from Illinois, in light of what's happened in the last couple of weeks in Illinois south of the border, the relocation tax credit is yet one more tool for us to send a message that not only is the corporate tax rate in the state now lower, if you look at the effective tax rate in terms of what they did in Illinois, raising it to combined to 9.5% compared to our 7.9%. But with this measure saying for any company that hasn't done business here in the past 2 years, if you come into Wisconsin, we're going to give you a 2-year reprieve, if you will, from paying for corporate income taxes, with the idea being that they're not here right now. They're not paying taxes right now, but they can bring those jobs into the state of Wisconsin, put people to work. That helps both in terms of the economy and it helps our future budgets, as those are people who currently wouldn't be paying income or sales taxes in this state. And so we're excited about that option. It gets the foot in the door, and for anyone who might criticize that, say what's a lot like a commercial or a residential apartment owner or building owner might have. They say they give you the first couple months rent-free to bring people in. That's essentially what we're doing here. We're saying, give us a look, give us a chance, now more than ever, particularly for our friends to the south, escape to Wisconsin. This is the right time and the right place to be looking at putting your jobs and your corporate entity right here in the state. And so I want to particularly thank a couple individuals and a couple of groups that worked on that particular legislation for us as part of our special session plan on jobs. Certainly, Senator Vanguard, who is here as well. Vanguard has been a tremendous ally and just down the way, so it's perfect because you know, Racine, you're going to get some of those jobs coming up the way. And Representative Joe Nylon, who is here as well. Same sort of thing. We were down at Rock County 5.0 talking about that and the idea of bringing people into Rock County. In particular, I want to thank these two for leading the way through the Senate and the Assembly. As far as other groups, I want to thank in particular those who came out publicly as part of the hearing process, the Wisconsin Builders Association and the Dairy Business Association. I also want to thank in particular all the members who voted for it, but particularly in the Senate, the chair of the committee, Senator Volt, and Senator I'm going to give you a title. I don't say promotion because I served in Senate. I know. But Representative Alott, a longtime friend, and appreciate your leadership in the committee. And the speaker on both of these pieces of legislation, Speaker Fitzgerald, has been outstanding, and I think we've got a great partnership in moving the state forward. Jeff and the Senate Majority Leader and I wrote a piece a couple of weeks ago in the Chicago Tribune and had a little fun in pointing out the difference between Illinois and Wisconsin. But I think it was not lost on business owners in that state, not only the contrast, but the fact that our legislative leadership and the governor together authored that piece in the Chicago Tribune. So I think that was really outstanding. We were pleased as well that this not only passed the leadership of folks here, but also on a bipartisan measure. I think in the end, obviously, jobs are Republican and Democrat jobs. They're Wisconsin jobs, and to the extent that we can aggressively move that agenda forward, we certainly appreciate the help from either side of the aisle helping us to move this forward. On the other piece of legislation, we've got an economic development tax credit. There's an expansion from where we're at currently, from $75 million up to approximately $100 million. And for us, that's important. Again, some may say, well, it hasn't been fully used in the past. It's real simple. We plan on being different than the past. In fact, there's hardly going to be anything you're going to see that in any way relates to what we've done in the past when it comes to economic development in the state. We're going to be aggressive, forthright, and pushing things forward. Secretary Jane, who's with us here today as well, has already been aggressive. The Lieutenant Governor's been aggressive. I've been aggressive. I'm calling firms, reaching out to folks, not only in other states, but more importantly, extensively here within the state of Wisconsin, because we know people who are vested here, who have roots here, who are employing people here today, the kind of businesses we want to grow here in the state of Wisconsin. And this gives Secretary Jade and his team yet another set of tools to reach out and to put those deals together to bring more jobs and expand the number of jobs we have here in the state of Wisconsin. And I want to thank again a couple of key leaders in terms of providing the leadership and appointing people in the Assembly and the Senate. Certainly Senator Mary Bassett, who I've served with in the past, was our point person in the Senate. Representative John Klinke was one of our new stars, coming in leader in the State Assembly. I want to thank the groups that helped out. Again, the Wisconsin Builders Association, the Dairy Business Association, and the Professional Insurance Agents of Wisconsin, all who helped lend their support in the committee. And in the Senate, again, Senator Bolton, helping us move things through his committee and taking leadership on the floor. And in the State Assembly, Committee Chair Representative Williams, who helped us out tremendously there as well. So we're thrilled with the legislative leadership represented here today, and the others who helped us, again, with another bipartisan measure to move the state forward. It is yet more and more sign. I'm going to keep pulling these out. Every time I sign a bill, I'm going to remind people that Wisconsin's open for business. I saw the press square a little fun the other day was saying you guys were open for business on the door as well. But I think that shows just how much this sign is resonating and the message is out there. This is the symbolic sign, the signs that we put up on the state, the message we keep saying. What we're going to pass over here and sign into law is the substantive change that goes along with that.